the reason why I'm doing this right now, this video, it's for Daric and Charlie. And you guys can do it. You guys can do it. But in order for me to become hooked, I was in the dark, like dark, and it started when I was 5, and no one, I tried to talk about it all the time, and no one believed me, and the shadows used to play with me, like hand puppets and stuff, and it was fucking scary. And I remember, I think I was like maybe 6 or 7. I asked my grandma to take me to church or something. She was like, what? You know? And I was talking about Jesus already before I even went to church. And I just remember and then that murder happened, and then just a lot of people died in front of me, I remember driving through town in Parker, and this lady fell out of a Bronco and got ran over in front of me, and my stepdad at the time freaked out and moved, but the shadows never stopped. The shadows or scary shit never stopped. And it got to a point where growing up, I was hooked on, I was hooked on, and I was able to do things, and I really didn't tell anybody, but I always pushed everything to the limit. And when I was 14, I went to Phoenix for summer break, and excuse me, and the shadows came back. This one was different. I remember watching the Phoenix Suns game in my room. This is in Phoenix, and I was watching the TV, and the whole wall was black. It was just fucking so black, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I just looked at it and I said, I've been seeing you in a while, And then my mom came in, was like, hey, walk me to the store. And I'm like, okay. And I walked her, but I didn't tell her what I saw, And right at the stoplight, there was a car that pulled up, and we're crossing the street, Main Street. And then another hoopty came up and just started shooting, started boom, 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 just murked him. And I remember it being so close, it was just right in front of my face. And my mom froze, and I was like, should I save her? And I did, and I pushed her, and we walked through the bullets, man. And everyone in that fucking car died, and they shot fucking 90 rounds. Yeah. But it was weird. And then from that taught me that if somebody's going to, if there's action going to happen, you have to make sure that person that's going to be with you is not going to freeze like that, because that'll get you killed. And that's what taught me that. Anyways, we made it, whatever. But then I went back to the house, you know, and I sat in my room, and I was like, waiting for it to come back, and it came back as black flames, and that was weird. Like it was black flames, and it was like I could see like the heat coming off of it, or the whatever. And then my next one was at a high school party, 2007. There's, you know, I just already had eyes on me, you know, at that party, and this Cornelia guy was just, you know, too much. And I, you know, Cameron Russell, the boy, he's my age, but not a lot of people know this, but I knew that guy was gonna try to kill me, and I went through the whole party, and Cameron was with one of the DJs or something like that. It was a big ass party. It was dope. But I was like, "Hey Cam," he's like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "Hey, can you stop this guy for like a split second, and I'm gonna dip out." He goes, "Yeah." Not even, I think I dipped, and within 2 seconds he was shot. And I made it out the house, and this house was like packed, you know. And the next thing I know, Ian Miller grabs me, and like, you know, we tumble into like a like bush, and he goes like, "Dude, just be quiet, you know." And that guy comes out, and he's like, "Where's that motherfucker at?" And yeah, but Cam got shot for me. And then, you know, my high school party, you know, all my homies had guns. You know, we always had, you know, they were like, "No one's gonna fucking shoot you," you know. And I'm like, fuck, you know. But it's like that, you know. It's just like that. It's always been like that. But so when I went to Afghanistan, it was, you know, it was whatever. I didn't care. I just wanted to go for Tyler Dicey, you know, for the Dicey family. But you know, shit was strange out there too. You know, there was an insider attack on my birthday, and my homie got smoked. Yeah, shit was fucking bad out there, man. Shit was fucking like, shit was just like it was just fucking, it was just nasty, bro. It was just a fucking sad story. Like all like, so the first 2 weeks I was there, I had 2 homies fucking just boom, blow up, you know. We're only there for 2 weeks, and that's what started our rotation. And we're fuck, man, I was so sad. And then you know, my ex-wife cheated on me too. She called me like the day after, like, you know, it was like, "Hey, you know, I need to tell you something." And I'm like, fuck, you know. And then anyways, the reason why I'm telling you this is like, I came to terms with what the fuck is going on, and it's just like I said in my video, I didn't know I don't know who the fuck I am, you know. I don't know, you know. like I said, I don't know if on Telsa, I said something like that. So when I went to New York, so when I was at I had a river house. I had everything I ever fucking wanted. And before I went to New York, I went to every single leader and I was like, get ready, prepare, because I'm gonna start my shit. And anyways, I want to tell you this story because I only told Larry this story. So when I was going to when I was, what the fuck happened? So I went to New York. Okay, yeah, I went to New York. Oh, my flight home after I was done. My flight home, and I was in Vegas, and I was going to the VFW. And excuse me, I'm fucking tired, guys. So I was on my way to the VFW, and I was waiting for the showgirls, the Chimawabies up there to take me home. And I was in the taxi, and my taxi driver like dodges, but I'm looking at what he dodges. It's a little kid. He's like 4. He falls, and we're in the freeway, and he like tumbles out, and I'm like fucking but as soon as the taxi driver's like dodging it, I'm already out of the car, and I stop traffic and I save that kid, and the taxi driver is like crying, he's like crying, like shaking, and I'm like, dude, it's all right, bro, it's all right, you don't get, we're almost there, bro, it's all right, he's okay, and yeah, man, like that was weird too, but so I was hooked on until October last year, and I spent 3 years or 2 years in purgatory, where it's like I'm in torment. I'm getting tormented every day, and it's like I'm watching, I'm watching all the leaders just make the wrong moves, and I'm like, and then I'm, I don't want to say, I'm not allowed to say her name. My elders taught me, if you don't say their names, then they don't exist. So, and at the same time, I'm in purgatory, but I'm also next to a preacher, and I'm also next to like godly people, and I'm like, these motherfuckers don't know God. But I didn't say that. I just played the game, and I already knew what was going on. It's just the way it works, And I'll have Israel tell that story, Tabashi. I fucking told him like everything that was gonna happen, and he's like, and he lost his fucking mind, but I got him back. Okay, so I was in purgatory, whatever, and it's like every fucking day, I'm like, fuck, I'm like fucking losing my mind, but it's me and Amataville arguing, or it's me and Amataville playing, and it's like it's I told Daric that it's Amataville's time, and this is how it works. It's like when I was being mentored by Danny and Milton, they were not giving me the whole story, but they were giving me bits and pieces so you could grow into it. And oh man, that was tough, because I'd be doing the dishes and shit, and fucking boom, it just hit me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, fucking Mothville's a fish, and Chimawabi, it's like play with fish, and I'm just like, oh my god, like that makes fucking sense. That makes fucking sense. Yeah, shit's just getting really fucking bad. all my videos of the lights. That's how bad it is, man. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is it? You know what? It's obviously, you know, like fucking there for me, you know. But there's really fucking evil shit out, like shit right now out. So this is why I'm giving you this. So Hoop Dot died last October, and I was out smoking a cigarette here in Parker before I went back to Mesa, and I'm sitting there and I'm still going through my stuff, you know, and I'm talking to him off the bill, you know, I'm playing with him, and it's like I just went back to when I was 5, and I was sitting there in the shadows, you know, and I was really sad. I was really scared, you know, and I didn't have anybody. And there was a gentleman sitting next to me. I'm not even gonna say his name, man. But yeah, he's real. He said you had enough. Like you've done enough for Hoop Dot. Like you became Hoop Dot. We let you become Hoop Dot, and we protected you. No more. Like you're done. Like you're done with that shit. And I was free, man. I was so fucking free. I was so free. And fucking tornadoes came, and this fucking bunch of shit, man. Like boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But what's his name? Delvin. I fucking woke his ass up, you know, and he's I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, like, how am I showing you fucking God, motherfucker, you know? So I'm like, he like enjoyed it. He like enjoyed me talking, and like, you know, because it was real shit, you know? And I'm just like, this is a stupid motherfucker, you know? And don't fucking trust Delvin. Don't fucking trust fucking Shan or fucking Tim. Because I've been watching them for a long time, and I've always fucking beef with them because they're at the fucking ceremonies sending them off. So I'm gonna show you when I charge my glasses. I'm gonna show you exactly what the fuck is going on, and it's fucking scary. And you guys could do it. You guys could do it, man. Just take your time and pick who's good, man. Because yeah, and you can do it.